What up, guys? It's episode 6277. Today is Sunday and it's my first Sunday owning my own place. Not that I own especially, but living in my own place. And I couldn't got any lessons learned in this first week, but one thing I learned is that discipline, now that you own your own place, that you live in your own place, it's not just a matter of a good thing, a good thing to clean it all up, but if you don't clean, someone's gonna clean the house eventually. No. You have total responsibility in it. And one thing about responsibility that I learned and I adopted to my own philosophy 1 year ago probably, but I kind of forgot that, is that the most responsibility you put in yourself about your situation, the more capacity to change it you give yourself. So if I'm held responsible, if I hold myself responsible for my financial situation, and not the government or my boss or capitalism in itself or anything that doesn't actually have something to do with it, then I put myself in as the only factor that can change it. So my situation just can be changed by myself. But basically it's this. Yesterday I didn't record a video. I regret it. I must record every day and I'm gonna do it. I commit myself to record every day as I use it to. But yesterday was kind of a day that a lot of things happened. I don't remember what happened. Okay. I cut my hair. Finally, I was feeling ugly because my hair was horrible. But my parents came here just to my mother. She gets my dirty clothes and she put them into the washing machine at home, so I don't need to clean it on hand. It saves me time. Also yesterday the man came here to install the box in here. We call this box in Brazil. There wasn't any box here, so as I took a shower, the whole bathroom would be wet. But now this won't happen anymore. And of course, as I have now the privilege to live near everything compared to my last home, now I can go out like multiple times a day. And as I confessed on Wednesday, the penitence the priest gave me was as usual, pray the Rosary Decade in intention of the souls of the purgatory. So I needed to do it as soon as possible. I did yesterday. I called Camila. You remember that girl I mentioned some, 1-2 months ago? I recorded a video where I said I'm gonna give up her. Some things are just not meant to be. I'm actually in love with her, and I'm gonna ask to date her, ask her to be my girlfriend. We already date. We are already girlfriend and boyfriend, but I didn't do the proposal yet. Kind of proposal. I don't know if it's a name for girlfriend and boyfriend, but this is it. Because I want it to be spectacular with a bouquet of sunflowers and in the sunset, and with a poem. I need it to be special. So yeah, we're kind of dating. My mom approved because I wanted her approval, so I wouldn't commit the same mistake I did with Bruna, my last girlfriend, and I regret so much. undescribably regret have dated her, because she's 23, she's fat, she has 50 plus body count, and she doesn't seem to be totally changed yet. I actually wrote a text about relationships when I still liked Louisa some months ago. One day I'll read it for you guys. But my mom didn't approve it, of course, because she was ugly and fat and 23 and all the other things. But I asked for my mom's permission. She said it okay. If I like her, then that's okay. So I'm gonna ask. It was supposed to be today, but today I gotta go to another city, to a neighbor city, because a friend of mine, she's gonna move to another state, and we would like to give a great goodbye to her, as she seemed very, anxious and sad for moving to a completely different state at the end of this year. So we're gonna give a good goodbye. It's a surprise. She doesn't know it, and so I gotta go to another city. But if I didn't, I was gonna propose to her today. So that's it. What I'm up to about exercises is that I'm not exercising at all. Today was today is being a very bad day, but I can tolerate because it's Sunday, so it's kind of a day to rest. But I realized that I have like 40 hours a day. After I do everything and I pray like 1 hour a day and I read, I have 40 hours left. Work, and if I like on average work 10 hours a day and study 5 hours a day at school and pray and do all those stuff, I still have like 10-50 hours a week to spend time with Camila and those things. So what did I do with that? Because firstly, I needed to organize myself, and secondly, Camila said she needs to organize herself, because she's praying only 40 minutes a day, and she used to pray 2 hours a day. And as she's gonna assume this relationship with me, she will have to dedicate time to our relationship. So she needs to be organizing. She doesn't know where her time is going, and I try to help him. She kind of despised me a little bit, but I got mad at it. But it's best, because she asked for help and she didn't care about the help. But this bill you do with your time is very good for organizing yourself and realizing the much time you have and the much things you could do if you manage your time properly. What I'm up to on the exercises realm is that today I woke up at 7:45 probably, and at 8:15, half an hour later, I went for a run, a quick run of like 20 minutes. I felt amazing in this run. In this neighborhood I live, there's not much noise, and it's amazing for this. There's not much people also, especially early in the morning, kind of early in the morning. So I went for a run, then I came back home and I went to the supermarket to buy fried chicken and Coca-Cola. I know it's not good, but I was up to eating it and drinking it, so I did it. And as I live like 5 minutes far from the supermarket, it's amazing. It's amazing, okay? Spiritually, I prayed today yesterday 2 rosary decades. But my goal is yet to pray 1 hour a day, which is a full rosary, the 3 rosary decades. On the family realm, nothing especially. Uh, on the friends realm, nothing especially too. On the studies realm, well, I'm actually studying a lot of Hormozy YouTube videos, Alex Hormozy YouTube videos. He's so organized with the things he teaches that it becomes very easy to learn from him. So this makes it a lot easier. And in the work slash business realm, it's just that I'm working normally. Things are not that heavy, the heavy weather as they were before, but it's normal. And in the business realm, I could actually approach 3 or 4 people on Wednesday. Then I didn't do yet. It's been 2 weeks. I have more 1 month, less than a month, like for less than 4 weeks to approach plus 200 people and do that 81 sales. I don't know if I will be able to do it, but I will try my best. Okay, and I calculated that if I approach people for 3 to 4 hours a day on average, like on Saturday, I would be from 6 in the morning to 1 p.m. Focused calling, I can do it easily, okay? Easily. Without getting extremely tired and without lacking sleep too. And having time to read and to sleep and to rest every day a little bit. So if you calculate everything, you're gonna see that you have a lot more time than you think you do. Where is it? Here I have 160 hours. The 160 hours on a week, 8 hours a day sleeping. It rests 112 hours, approximately 5 hours a day, 5 times a week at work. There's 87 hours. Same with school, so minus 25 hours, 62 hours. Where are these hours? So let's take 3 hours a day on average doing chores, 50 hours a day, 50 hours a week free. Then average 3.5 hours a week eating, it's almost 55.5 hours or 56 hours approximately. Calculated on Sunday, I have something like 14 hours free. On Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I have from 5:30 to 6 hours a day free. On Tuesday, I have approximately 4 hours a day free. On Saturday, I have also 14 hours. So I can pray 1 hour a day. I can sell 7 hours on Saturday and 8 hours on Monday to Friday, which is 25 hours a week selling, which is total 100 hours from tomorrow until the limit date to sell, the beginning of the event. So 100 hours selling is a lot, so let's hope I can sell as much as I want with these hours, and I can still play as hard as possible, because a new rule I invented to live by is work, pray, study and execute and exercise as hard as you can and as much as you can. Don't forget to play as hard as you can too, okay? And minus one hour a day reading before sleep, which is 7 hours total, is approximately still 12 hours a week free. I mean, to rest, to do nothing. And I still have to figure out what to do, but it doesn't need to be that totally blocked schedule, no. But doing productive things and accomplishing my goals, that's fair enough, okay? So I still have a lot of time, even though if I did all these things, I would still have a lot of time, plus 10 hours a week, on average, more than 1 hour a day to do anything. Even though I read 1 hour a day, which is like one book a week, if I prayed 1 hour a day, if I exercised, all those things, and if I did every chore I need here at home, I would still have a lot of time. And also one thing I forgot is I'd like to share the poem I wrote to Camila that I'm gonna give her when I propose. I talked to her best friend, which is her best friend for 5 years. So she gave me 1,000 different specifications of things she likes. So it got a lot easier. And two things is that she wanted me to dedicate her a sentence of the Bible and a sentence of a saint of the church. So I did both things and I put in this poem. Also, she loves sunflowers, so I wrote these analogies. I love to write analogies on my poems. So straight to the point. This is it. In the garden of life, where loves bloom, emerges the muse that encants my thoughts. What can I do if each passing day I like you more? Oh, my Jasmine, you're worth more than 1,000 sunflowers, 1,000 roses, 1,000 lilies that bloom in 1,000 colors. Your smile is the grace that dawn reveals, and in your eyes I find the light that comforts me. In the garden of my heart, you are the divine blessing, the flower chosen by the Most High in perfect love. Your name is a prayer, a song of praise, that lifts my soul and envelops me in a tight embrace. Oh, Jasmine, you are the light that illuminates my paths. Your presence is like the peace that calms the storm. Hidden among Hail Marys, you conceal the grace that only hearts attentive to God can see. And even as time follows its eternal course, and the distance separates us, in Christ our connection is like deep roots of a tree that feeds itself with our love. 1 John 4:8. For love casts out all fear. Love is the flower that blooms in the garden of our story every day. Song of Solomon 4:9-10. Oh, Jasmine, you make me swoon. You've stolen my heart with just one of your glances, with just one necklace around your neck. How delightful are your caresses, my beloved. So in the garden of life, between the cross and the crown, our stories intertwined with divine grace. And under the loving gaze of the Father, on serene nights, your name will echo like a prayer that originates. You deserve someone who loves you with all their heart, someone who will always support you, who will love every part of you, especially your flaws. Your gestures, small strokes of destiny, bring forth the passion that in my chest is a hymn. Every smile, every glance, every embrace, every kiss, every day by your side is a new chapter in our love story. I want to surrender myself to you as Christ surrenders to the church. For to love is to give everything and to give yourself. Saint Therese of Lisieux. I love you. I'm the less romantic person in the world. You guys can admit it, okay? So that's it.